Welcome to part two of my life. Part two. So, talk about my YouTube life. Now we're actually going to talk about my entire life of what I've been going through. Like, my entire life. So, all this, like, ain't gonna lie with you, bro. I have, like, one of the most unique personalities a 15-year-old could ever have. I'm way more different than 15-year-olds. In my opinion, it feels like most 15-year-olds are like the same, just kind of the same. Not really the same, but just kind of. And yeah, it's just been the same. And so me, well, I um, oh yeah. So we're gonna skip my times when I was a baby. Let's talk about the times I was a kid. So I can't remember even pre-K, so I'm gonna just skip that. So from first grade to second grade, I was like half introverted and half extroverted. Like I wasn't shy. I had like a little bit of shyness. But third grade to sixth grade, I was pretty shy. I was like very introverted. I was always nervous, you know. I had a lot of nervousness, but I don't really mind it no more. I'm not that nervous no more. Like now, I'm extroverted. Since coronavirus hit it, since COVID hit it back in November of 2019, which we know about, and then it started spreading in February, well, mainly in March though, but technically February. Actually, it is in March. Never mind. Since everyone's going online, it's gonna be virtual learning. I was like, ugh, wow. I hated COVID. I almost had COVID before in March 11th of 2019, and I was homeschooling, seventh grade for me. I was really sick. I had a fever and a sore throat at the same time. I hated it so much. I really did. It was the worst thing that I had. But I thank God I survived. I really survived. And then I have breathing problems. I don't have asthma, but I have breathing problems because it could probably be my rabbits. But I still breathe great. In the mid 2020, mid 2020, I was toxic and a homophobic and a big fat liar. I regretted it instantly. I kind of regretted it, but I was like pretty hated Roblox. Like I regret for what the heck I just done with myself. Like never again, man. Never again. I'll never be toxic. People like avoid toxicity. Like avoid toxicity will help you. Will help you. Not avoiding it will lead to some problems. Like I don't know. Like most toxic people can lower your self-esteem. Don't let them do that. You're just mad all the time. Ignore all of the toxicity and just live your life. Live your life and be free like you always are. Since punch since punishment ended, I got some maturity. And then I did some things that I'm not gonna talk about because I really thought about it. But in the entire 2021, which was last year, I got I had like a very huge personality. Well, in like in like late 2021, I I had like a very huge personality. I wasn't expecting it. In that last short I said, actually that was a 10-minute video though. That I just remember. I walked out of 2021 as a 50-year-old who is 5'10" and pretty athletic. Who's also a Scorpio, always been, and very extroverted. And currently I'm in the ninth grade. That's why I couldn't really focus on YouTube because I was focused on school. Then and then also not to mention that I'm very flexible in double jointing. Not kidding. I got a hitchhiker stuff like that. And not to lie, I'm a very chill, mature person. I used to not be like that. I was always weird and hype all the time. I was like back when I was a kid. I'm glad I don't do that no more. And I'm still funny today, but this ain't no funny video. My YouTube life and my actual life ain't funny right now. It's actually pretty serious. And I'm always gonna be a positive wise person. I had negativity formerly. I never went to depression, but I had some negativity and I just like hated myself. I was like back in fourth, in fifth, kind of fifth grade, I don't know. But the most negative thing I always say is that I said I wouldn't kill myself, but I never did because I wanted to live my life. I'm glad and blessed to never kill myself. I never wanted to kill myself. Like, killing yourself is not the answer. Life is hard, but you gotta fight through it. You gotta fight through it and always. Life, I know life can be hard now. Most teens, life can be depressing. They can be pretty desperate. No offense to the teenage people that are watching this, but I'm pretty being serious right now. Like, don't ever be desperate for a relationship. Be patient. Me, I've been single my entire life, and I really mind it because I've been living a great life. Still am today. Don't ever be bad about yourself. Don't ever feel bad about being single. Being single is good. Just don't. I mean, like, for God's sakes, be patient and always. Plus, I know, like, people been calling themselves ugly too, right? But they were calling me ugly too. Back in late 2020, I took it seriously and I should have had. All right, it's just them. I mean, now I am fine, but I don't have to always flex that I am pretty handsome because I'm already am, no doubt about it. Like, I don't have to prove that. I'm always myself and always be yourself. Don't impersonate someone else's life. You need to be yourself and always, because impersonating can lead you to bad things. Being someone you're not can also lead you to bad things. Be something that you always want to be, like anything in the world. I know some of y'all don't really have that much in y'all selves, but y'all have lives to go through. Me, I have things to go through. Like, I had to go through this Gen Z. I may be a part of Gen Z since I'm born in it, technically, but I don't like it. Gen Z is like very, very toxic. People are rude, you know. And my friend who has social anxiety, like she's just trying to be nice, and but she keeps getting on at it, and that makes me wonder what is with this generation. Like, I just don't like Gen Z nowadays, you know. Like since after COVID, it feels like people just been rude. Like the times when people were nice was great. I wish I could go back, but gotta let you know, the past is the past. Co-star yesterday said, if I always focus on the past and not the present, I can't be who I am today. And I agree with that. I totally agree with that. If you focus on the past and not the present, you're never going to be who you are today. Because the past is the past. I know the past was really great times, had a lot of great memories, but the past is the past and always will be. You need to forget about the past, ignore it, but don't forget it. And just focus on the present. You gotta focus on the present now. You can't keep focusing about the past. I had to give myself through that. Like, it took me like a while to make me not think of 2019, 2010, 2012, and all the other years we're gonna go back to. I'm gonna say how to build a time machine, but building a time machine is like impossible. It's pretty impossible, in my opinion. Or it is probably pretty possible. It's pretty true though. I mean, if you really want to build a time machine, you gotta be a whole scientist, like an engineer. But yeah, I know I always said that I wish a time machine actually existed, but forget that. Just forget that, bro. I'm never gonna stop that. Like, we need to not. I need to not think of time machine after time machine, because time machines will also make you think of the past. And we cannot think about the past. We need to focus on the present and always. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm already not focused on the past. I'm more focused on the present more than ever. I know I've been saying that I miss 2019, I miss 2010, I miss 2012, I miss 2017, I miss 2007, miss 2008, this and that, miss 2017 and 2019. But I don't have to keep saying it all the time because you can't go back to them. Years fly. Years go by fast. Time flies. Always have, always will be. I mean, 2019 will always be a great vibe, but we need to move on. We can't think about the past anymore. We can't. We need to think of the present. It always will be. Before I continue that, I'm also a very nostalgic and retro person. I love playing old video games and love talking about old things. I really like a lot of old school culture. Listen to a lot of old music, for example. And we're gonna get to that next. I'm a 40 musician. I've been playing my baritone, also known as a euphonium, for 4 years. Technically five since I first played in 2017, but it's 4.5 years. I'm still a musician today and always will be. And I'm just a long time gamer like I always been. I've been gaming since the Nintendo DS. And not to mention, I hope most of y'all do remember Jamar for the Gemari. If not, if not my new subscribers, just scroll down, and you see Jamar Fisher Gemari. You just see it. I mean, it was like a very funny skit and pretty action too. And that's why I want to be a That's why I want to be an actor. That's why I really want to be an actor. Like, I really got so inspired by it. Like, I predicted myself in 2030 that I will win a Grammy for being the greatest actor in the 2030s era, when I'm like an adult. But I still predict it today. Never forget. And I'm an artist, a dang artist. I am an artist, and always will be. I am very good at drawing and art. And not to mention, most 50-year-olds that are black in my age, they listen to a lot of rap. That's new school, not really old school, which kind of like not surprises me because I'm expecting that all the time. Me, I listen to six genres for God's sakes. Like I listen to six genres. Cause I listen to any genre, any song that's really a great vibe. I listen to it. I listen to any song, any genre, no matter what. I can't just stick to only one genre. I know the genre that I listen to is basically Southern hip hop, but I also listen to others too. Like the six genres I listen to is rap, pop, R&B, kinda, um, rock slash hard rock, electronic, and alternative. That's like the six I listen to currently and probably always. That's why I always will listen. I listen to any genre ever, because sticking to one genre can be pretty boring. When you start doing it, it's gonna be pretty fun. But when years pass by, it's gonna be pretty boring. Same goes for me. Me, I didn't really like music back then in 2017 and 18 and 19, 3 years straight. I didn't really like it that much. I just I didn't want to listen to rap, especially when I was young, because I hated the cussing. Now I don't really mind it since I listen to a lot of it. But I used to listen to gaming music all the time. The game music I always listened to was Sonic and Mega Man. Still a fan of those two. Like I always just listen to those two video game songs because they had a great soundtrack. Sonic was always about Sonic had great vibes, but Mega Man was more. But I don't listen to gaming music no more. I stopped. Like potentially, like in mid 2019, I believe. Like starting actually to listen to real music. Now I still listen to real music today. Music listening is like one of my hobbies because I do have a playlist called Strike Beats, but I don't. But that playlist is way too long, so I made everyday songs. Why? Because I made a song because songs that get in my head and songs that I love, they just get in my head. I was like, what just happened? Simple as that. And that's who I am. A very, very unique 15-year-old. My full name, my government name, is Jamari Joseph Day. And Joseph is actually spelled different. It's usually spelled Joseph, but mine is spelled Josef. That's how my middle name is spelled. And Jamari is like one of the most unique names. I know there's another Jamari, but I'm like, there's only like two Jamaris in this planet. I'm like the second Jamari in this entire Earth. Most people, like people that are like the same race as me and the same age as me or above or lower, they like have the same name as me, but with an A. Jamar with an A. Jamari. 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 I don't like my names being spelled like that because it gives me like wondering why you spell my name wrong. I can't even spell. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, in 2021, September, my friend, who's also my YouTube coach and my YouTube supporter, is told me made me just send me a link to this IQ test. I just took it and I had a 104 IQ, which is a normal and average IQ. But here's the twist: I may have a 104 IQ, but I speak a lot of facts. I've been saying that quote every day, not even gonna lie. And I have like a 135 memory IQ, because I'm not gonna lie, I am pretty gifted at memory. I am pretty gifted at memory. But there's times where I just don't really listen that much, but I listen a lot. I'm pretty good listening. But yeah. We're already like 20 minutes in this video, so it's gonna wrap it up here with guys. I don't know how to say this, but the reason I wear glasses is because I have ADHD. I have glasses on, and I've been wearing glasses for years because I have ADHD. Eh, I didn't do that, but people, my fans, my 108 subscribers, this is probably going to like shock you. I never told you the right time to tell you this, but I'm autistic. I'm not kidding. I am autistic. I am born with it. I'm born with autism. I'm born with it and always. And there's no shame of autism. Not at all. If anyone's autistic, they're great people to me. They deserve to be citizens, no matter what. Autism, for me, that's the reason why I was introverted. Because I was autistic. And autism kind of affects your socialness. Just like social anxiety. Like social anxiety affects everything. And I just really feel bad for the people who have social anxiety. Just this world, man. Just yeah. Earth ain't the same no more. We all gotta move on, including me. And I'm blessed that I don't really have social anxiety, but people that do have social anxiety, I want y'all to live a great life, including my friends that are potentially watching this. Y'all need to live a great life. Social anxiety people are citizens also, not gonna lie. Just like us autistic people. And I'm sick and tired of people just making fun of autistic people. Like that's why I did not want to go to public saying I'm autistic. Well, not in the real world, on virtual land. That's why none of my bios I put autistic. Even though I want to, but it's just people, man. They're just toxic. And I hate it. I hate the toxicity so much that I wish it never existed. Toxicity should never exist. Don't ever be toxic. Toxicity is bad for your health and your appearance and your family. Most gamers, like on Xbox and PlayStation, are pretty toxic. But most PlayStation users are pretty toxic more than Xbox. Doesn't surprise me though. I'm glad I don't play PlayStation. I respect PlayStation. It's just too toxic. That's what I really want to be into. I'm more of an Xbox person. I always been one since I played 360. But yeah, toxic man. Toxic is everywhere. It's it's in real life. It's online. That's where toxic is. That's where the toxicity is at. I like it. And before I stop recording this and upload it, I have autism. I don't know how to say this, but when I was born, my blood pressure was like dropping down. And yeah, I'm not gonna say the second part because it's pretty disturbing. Thank you for watching this YouTube. Just don't laugh, alright? Just because I have ADHD and autism doesn't mean you have to laugh at me. I'm still a very unique 15-year-old, alright? Keep on living your lives, people. Don't be negative. Always be positive. And do not let the hate get towards you. Don't let them get towards you. Always be positive and always be confident. Always, always be confident and always will be confident. Goodbye. Sayonara now.